Just waiting for everything to get set up and start streaming. Streamlabs says yes. Waiting to see everything get shown, and there it is. We're online. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is there for you. I'm Happy Tact, and we're here with our Mean Scarlet Girls Community Challenge. Technically, we have not actually finished that challenge, but I think we'll get there today because we are at 88%. So there's only about 1.2 thousand points left to do. So I think we'll get there. And anyway, I thought this would be a nice fun way to start July. Always fun. So we're gonna figure out like what our persona is for this. Obviously, I'm gonna not be using my voice, but we'll be using our Valley Girl voice. So let's see. How can we Regina-ify our name? How can we make our name a little bit more fetch? Gretchen, Regina. I mean, Tabitha is pretty good. Happina. Gretchen. There's already a character named Gretchen. I guess it doesn't matter too much. So we'll just do our usual. To enter. I live in the city of I actually don't remember what city they're supposed to theoretically live in. The city of Townsville. Townsville. City of Townsville. That's different. That's different, but that's just what I felt like doing right now. So anyway, we are a lady, and then as promised, I have to pick powerful build and hot, because we need the meanest, the spiciest, and the flirtiest options in order to be the most fetch possible. So we'll have a powerful build, strong and athletic, the pinnacle of fitness, an intimidating presence, and tough as nails, and then attractive and charming, a natural flirt, and people want to either be with you or be with you. Be you. Be with you or be with you. Be with you or be you. So those are the two traits that we had to pick for this challenge. And let me just check one thing first before we get going all the way. I just want to make sure the rules are showing properly on screen, because I did put the rules up there so that you guys can remind me in case I somehow forget. But yeah, and then I also have to I haven't talked a whole bunch today, so I need to warm up my voice for all this Valley Girl nonsense. But it's gonna be very fetch. I have my water, and I did my hair, did my makeup, which I don't usually do for stream. Usually I'm like, whatever, it's whatever we've got going on. But while we're waiting for that, we can start reading. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are awake again and still exhausted. Oh, that is gonna take a lot out of me. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, The bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying, oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. Okay, cool. They are visible. I wanted to make sure that it was all clear. So now I can hide that, save myself a little bit of performance there. Good to go. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. So here's where we start to pick the most fetch option. Why are you talking to me? Why wouldn't I talk to you? We're on a bus. Buses are one of the best places to meet new people, hands down, and you're the only person left to meet. So this girl comes up to us, swinging our purse, yelling about how she's gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess he was really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that. We've been on and off for about a year. Still, pretty serious. Oh my goodness! Obsessed the Priest, thank you so much. I saw that you followed right before stream. Thank you for the follow, and then thank you for the Prime sub. Oh my goodness. Appreciate that. How are you doing today? Hopefully well. We're doing pretty good. We just got started. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me for real. And jeez, you ever just get so mad you just want to kill somebody? Oh, here's our first trait observation. Did he just say she tried to break up with him? You can't even begin to imagine what that might have felt like. Nobody's ever broken up with you. So we can pick hot options or violent options. So we can pick the hot option here and say, I honestly can't say anybody's ever tried to break up with me. Yeah, I should have known. I sound a little unhinged to someone like you. But if anyone ever does try to break your heart, you might be surprised by how it changes you. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. So we can intimidate him because we have the powerful build. I don't think that, actually, that might actually be the most Regina thing to say. What is wrong with you, or get your act together? We'll use our intimidate. Get your act together. Someday soon, you're gonna run into someone who doesn't tolerate your bullshit. You cross your arms and glare at the young man with menace in your eyes. Huh. Alright. Maybe you have a point. I guess New York will always be there waiting for me. It will. New York, New York. Anyway, where'd you say you were headed? It's a very hipster answer. Just a small town. You probably haven't heard of it before. That's probably Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though, actually. I had a couple buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the hollow, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. Haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. See what they're doing. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone. For once, focus on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Protein is protein. No thanks. And you put up your hand to say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. He was like so much nicer now that we're hot. Gross. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Happy. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Oh, powerful and hot, we could charm her. Make a good first impression with a winning smile, go for a firm handshake. I think let's do our first combo. Your cousin might be annoyed now, but nobody's walked away from meeting you uncharmed. You flash Tabitha the sort of smile that contains every emotion you might need to convey. Relief at meeting your long-lost family for the first time. Profound sorrow at the circumstances needed to make that meeting happen. Slightly nervous anticipation at the opportunity to build a new relationship. Sorry. My phone is not on silent. I've been getting spam calls today. Let me see. Here we go. Tabitha, it's so nice to finally meet you. I was sorry to hear about your mom. And there it is. Thanks? For a brief moment, Tabitha is put at ease before she quickly straightens up and the annoyance returns to her face. It might not have been much, but it's progress. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to the old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains icy silence as she focuses on the road. Let's see. That's the one. I can't believe we never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that, or had, I guess. Look, I don't know what my mom did to piss off this side of the family, and I know you're going through a lot right now, but that comment was unnecessary. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. It was unnecessary. So you decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Nobody is going to like us. No one is going to like us. Not a single person. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you, someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors crack on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Well, it's not that one. Oh, it's so mean. So you live here? Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free, so mind your manners. Or did your mother not teach you about those? Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you try your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Someone cleans this place? Oh, wow. This place is nasty. Here we go. I'm sorry. Someone cleans this place? Why do you ask? Not up to your sparkling city standards? Out here in the country, we know how to put up with a little dirt and grime. Is there somewhere I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week? Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Very folksy. A general store? How folksy. Is it? It's a store that fulfills your general shopping needs. General store just describes what it is. Alright, what's next on our tour? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. And as the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Before following your cousin down the hall, you decide to pet the cat. She bites you hard and hisses violently. Tabitha sighs. As you've now learned, you should not pet Frou-Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Come on, the bathroom awaits. Gotta try to pet Frou-Frou every time. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. And I totally skipped the rest of that line. Sorry, trigger finger. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floors. Are you sure that this toilet works? Yeah. Why wouldn't it? The water bill gets paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. But it's so crusty. It's fine. Don't be so dramatic. You aren't desperate enough for this. You know, on second thought, I don't think I need to go. You might as well try since we're here. Is there another bathroom I could use? There's my bathroom and my departed mother's, but this one is the guest bathroom, so you should get used to using it. No, I'm good. You leave the bathroom to rejoin your cousin and finish the tour. You still have to go, but it can wait until later. Maybe you'll sneak out into the garden. That's very not fetch. Next up, guest bathroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. Bedroom. I said bathroom, didn't I? You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot, it has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. It seems a little... You spend a moment searching for the right word. Dusty. Wow. Sorry I'm not giving you the 5-star hotel treatment you so desperately seem to need. You can dust it yourself if you care so much. Alright. You can't think of anything you'd like to say, but if there's one thing for certain, it's that you're not the sort of person who likes to, or who even knows how to, verbally end conversations. You remain silent and wait for Tabitha to say something. I take it you don't have any other questions? Good. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. Finch, thank you! Hi, Finch. Thank you for contributing towards the Mean Scarlet Girls challenge that we are doing right now. I figured we would probably reach the goal today. So thank you. And yeah, we're doing it. It's going pretty good. I got home a day early from... It is so fetch. A day early from my work trip. And yeah, I had all of today to like get back into being here instead of being somewhere else for work. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a good trip. I got some sunburn, so I don't know if you can tell. My forehead is sunburned. One of the things that we did was outside, and we were told it was gonna be like 5 to 10 minutes, so I didn't bother with picking up some sunscreen or bringing it with me. We were outside for like an hour and a half, and it was just the sun and a lot of wind, so I got burnt pretty bad. So it's peeling a little bit, which is unusual. I don't usually peel, but I guess because it's such delicate skin on your face. But yeah, it was good. It was a good trip. Fun trip. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. What a hot option. Spicy. Yeah, there was one thing that could have made it better, but I can't talk about it, so. Let's see. Yeah, we'll talk later. Hey, so is it cool if I bring someone over at some point this week? What are you talking about? You don't even know anybody who lives here. What's your smooching policy? Let's see. Let's just wink. You give your cousin an exaggerated wink. What's wrong with your face? Oh. Oh. Ew. I can't believe I even have to say this, but please don't bring someone home to, you know. Look, I have enough on my plate already. Let's just forget you said anything. To what, Tabitha? Finish the sentence. Hey, did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? I've been nothing but mean and rude to her. Look, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here, but you aren't exactly one to talk. You've been a horrible guest. Maybe we can start fresh tonight. Just stay out of my hair until then, okay? I have work to do. That's fair. I have been horrible. Alright. Go ahead and leave for work. Are we all set then? I'll see you tonight. Your cousin leaves through the front door. How are you, Finch? Hopefully you're feeling better. And now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. I feel like, oh, awesome. I'm glad you're feeling better. I really am. So let's see, what would be the Mean Girl crew? What would they want to do? I don't think they'd be, like, settling for the PB&J. They might not settle into their room. I don't know that they would go directly into the forbidden wings of the estate. They might just leave. I don't know. What do you think? I'm trying to think about it. It's like, would they just be like, this place is so disgusting, and just leave? I kind of want to, like, do a reaction to Dustin, though. So let's at least go take our stuff up to our room. Now that your cousin's gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance of your room. Let's do it. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks inside. It's quiet but angry. This would be like, none of these are like quite a mean girl option, right? Because I don't think that I think they would be too freaked out to like touch the opossum. Maybe we just close the drawer. But hi, Dustin. How are you? You close the drawer, leaving the marsupial piece. This drawer belongs to the opossum, and there's nothing you can do about it. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. As good a place as any you'll find to put your clothes. based on the state of the house, you wonder if it would have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now. Let's look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. No mean girl would pick up a shovel and some gardening gloves to whip it into shape. Sorry. Nope, wouldn't do any of that. Would not do any of that. We'll examine the painting on the wall. This must be an old relative of yours. Very old, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and your cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. That's quite enough. Let's see. Should we investigate? I still don't think that we would be like okay with a PB&J. That seems a little. It has carbs. Let's we're gonna go into town. I feel like this would be like where you're like, okay, I've done everything I need to do here. I need to leave immediately. If you'd known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably just would have asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate clean between the two of you and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. And we walk and we walk. They updated a lot of the backgrounds and stuff in here. Like this one they did for... Hey! Why does Hap get so much to say about this town? She doesn't even go here. She doesn't even go here. Hey, Slowpoke, thank you for resubscribing. I don't even go here. It's true. I don't. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday for everybody. Hopefully you're having a good day. Get to use that wave emote. And yeah, we're doing the first episode of our Scarlet Mean Scarlet Girls. And I'm already starting to feel the strain on my voice from doing the voice. We might have to up the intensity though. I don't know. It's really pretty out here. Where did you get that? It's really pretty. And Regina was lying. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Puppy! Gretchen, come back. Quit bothering strangers. Oh, she doesn't need to have that voice. Jeez. Oh, I haven't seen you around here before. The young woman is noticeably flustered by your appearance. It's a phenomenon that you, as a hot, are all too familiar with. Oh, Gretchen. Sorry about Gretchen. She can be very slippery when she wants to be. Hope she didn't scare you. So we're gonna try and flirt with her, right? So I don't want to be mean just yet. I love Pugs. She's so cute. Thanks. She is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out and she's got a couple of weird growths, but for a 17-year-old pug, that's pretty good. It's too old for a pug. And none for Gretchen. That's 2 for you 3 for you, 4 for you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco. And none for Gretchen Wieners, bye. That's gotta be really old for a dog, right? It sure is. She's about 84 in dog years. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? How about I introduce myself so you won't be so nervous? I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? None of your business. Hi, I'm Happy. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her all alone in that big house. I'm sorry, did I hear you right? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. I don't know how she's doing and I don't care. I don't know how she's doing and honestly I don't care. Dead mom or not, she's a deeply unpleasant person and has brought her isolation upon herself. You're not wrong. That's how she is with everyone. But I think you care, at least a little bit. You're here for what that's worth. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind, but that she's still her same grumpy old self. Having somebody else at the house will be good for her, even though she'd probably never admit it. If that's really how she is with everyone, I don't see how you can think she's worth your time. I guess we just see the world differently. I don't really think about people as individually being worthy or unworthy of my time and attention. I have enough compassion to go around, you know? Especially in a small town like this. Trust me, there's a kindness at her core, as much as she doesn't want to admit it. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they have amazing biscuits. My treat. Alright. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner's filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. We'll use the hot option. Yeah, she's wearing a Mothman shirt. I think she's always been wearing that. That's not part of the new patch, though. Hey everyone, I'm Happy. Just in town for the funeral. Nice to meet y'all. The woman behind the counter beams back at you. Hello there, and welcome to the holler. You just let us know if you need anything, okay? Hashtag content patch. Oh, so Winnie actually talks to you, like, if you're hot? What? Hashtag content patch. Wow. Winnie is shallow, huh? Okay. You nod politely, giving a small wave as you and Stella slide into the nearest booth. Looks like you'll probably be the talk of the town for a while. It's not often folks around here meet many strangers, and with who you're related to, well, folks love their gossip, you know? Oh yeah, in your himbo playthrough? Yeah, so technically I picked the same traits as you, but we're about to pick wildly different options because you had to be nice and potentially choose violence. I have to be mean and choose violence and flirt and all that. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up coffee. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Winnie needs to learn there's more to life than being ridiculously good looking. I'll do my best blue steel. Oh, Zoolander. What a movie. What a movie that was. It certainly was a movie. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Avery. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Oh, okay. Why? Anything for you, darling? Just a coffee, thanks. No problem. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss. Before you have a chance to respond, they're gone. Should have gone for the biscuit. They're really good. But I guess you've got all week. Maybe you'll get one tomorrow. Did something get censored? Let's see. Maybe. Got the coffee emote. Sorry, biscuits are carbs. So, anyway, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Cool. Is butter a carb? Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check some of those things out. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Powerful build. No, I don't think that's what she would pick. I'm sure I'll be able to occupy myself. There's woods and stuff. Fair enough. Running around in the woods is a lot of fun, and there are plenty of woods around here. And lucky for you, you just so happen to have run into an excellent local guide. I'm streaming too late. Well, I'm sorry, this is Friday's stream. Hi, Cake. How are you? I'm sorry, it's so late. It's a Friday night stream for me. Happy Saturday, Cake. Happy Saturday. Yes, please get some good sleep. Don't stay up too late. I'm usually out there a few nights a week for my job, so I know the trails around here better than almost anyone. Yeah, it is my late afternoon. Like, it's only 4 o'clock here. It's really not Friday night. But I try and be a little bit considerate for people that might be on, like, the East Coast, and unfortunately, that means that it is very, very late for those that are in Europe, or very, very early for people that are, you know, beyond that area of the world. So, apologize for that. Please get some sleep. The VOD will always be there. The VOD will always be there. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Hey, Winnie wanted me to give you a biscuit on the house. She sends her condolences. 'Cause I'm hot. She only talks to me 'cause I'm hot. You stream when you stream. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the lurks. Enjoy the lurks. What do I look like, a charity case? Aw, you didn't have to do that. It looks great. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy and nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is the perfect biscuit. And it just ruined my diet. It's good, but I've had better biscuits in my life. You ever been to this restaurant called Bojangles? I had one of theirs on the bus ride over here. Now that was a good biscuit. What do I look like? A charity case? Threw it on the ground. We have to be mean at some point. You're lying through your teeth. This was the best biscuit you've ever had. Yeah, I've heard of Bojangles. To each her own, I guess. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going to go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm going to do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. How mean are we gonna be? I feel like I need to be meaner than I've been. But it's so, like, against my nature, like... this is hard. Like, how does that make you money, or... you and everyone else. You and everyone else. Yeah, a lot of folks are starting channels these days, it's true. But I think I'm making it work, and I love making videos, so why not make money off my passion while I can, you know? Plus, her channel's really good. You should check it out sometime, Happy. She hunts cryptids. It's like the Discovery Channel, but with better research. Excuse you, sir. The Discovery Channel had great research, like 10 years ago. I mean, the shows it has on now are not very great, but it used to have good shows. And then the Nat Geo channel used to be a good one, too. I think the best video would be the river one. Not the lake, but, you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. Didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that's the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people say it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, but I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. I bet I could take it. I don't believe in cryptids. This footage could have been anything. That's the fun part, isn't it? Plus, some cryptids actually have turned out to be real. Could you imagine your face if you didn't know what a platypus was and I started describing one to you? Or a giant squid? You'd think I was nuts, but you'd have been wrong. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet owners set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along? It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Oops, sorry Avery. It's okay. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. What's a skunk ape? It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida. But while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck. playing tug of war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? Live for the thrill. Against my better judgment. Well, we gotta go, right? We gotta go. We'll say it's a date. Cool. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, but it's been just me and Gretchen for quite a while. Me and Kanika and Reese running around the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Stop with the salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. Maybe you'll get the chance to meet them later this week. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Well, we gotta be mean. We're gonna be mean. It's not like you asked to come to this diner or asked for Avery to stand by and chat with you and Stella, and on top of that, you didn't even pay for any food, so why should you leave a tip? What is there to tip for? You get up from the table guilt-free as Stella pulls out a $5 and lays it on the table. Thanks for the coffee, Avery. See you later. She turns to leave the diner and you follow close behind. Yep. Ooh, that's all updated. I don't remember, was the estate visible in this before? I don't think it was. So now you can see like the whole town. You can see exactly how precarious and awful the place that the house is on is. You can even see like the little cemetery on the hill at the top. And then I guess that's a church out there. Huh. That's all new, I think. Kinda neat. Hashtag content patch. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel tense, on edge. Something terrible could happen at any moment. Every snapping twig and rustling leaf makes your heart beat faster and your eyes go wider. Tabitha's grumpy because she hears all of the who's down in Whoville making all that noise. Yes, that's true. Yes, she does. That's so good. Stella, by comparison, is jaunty. You wish you had her confidence. At least in hiking. I have plenty of confidence in my looks. You gotta love that brisk fall weather. The past summer's been the hottest on record. Since last year, at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer's the hottest yet until next summer. Which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air, and since the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Let's see. Are you really expecting to find anything out here? What are the chances we actually run into a skunk ape in just one night of filming? That's fair. We are hunting a cryptid that stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star on my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Has anything bad ever happened on one of these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple months to heal. Wow. Reese fell off a cliff. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also the time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later I was red as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was the time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. I'm sorry, did you say you almost got shot? Are you sure it's safe here? You know, I'm a little surprised to see you getting cold feet. I know we just met, but I had pegged you as pretty adventurous. I really wouldn't worry about Duke, though. He might be a little jumpy, but he means well. And all these trails are a ways off from his farm. And if it makes you feel any better, I've been out on the trails with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the woods when he walks. We'll hear him long before he sees us. And the wildfire isn't anything to be afraid of either. Oh, wildlife. I was like, wildfire? There's a wildfire now? The worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear, and even they scare easy. But hey, there's no point worrying about whatever bad stuff may happen to us. Sure, sometimes worrying can help you prepare for something, but we're as well prepared as can be. I even carry bear mace. And if you're as prepared as you can be, why give in to your anxiety when you can have fun instead? It's not like being anxious ever stops anything bad from happening. In my experience, all it does is make the bad things worse. The only thing you can do is tell yourself, this has happened, there's no going back to this before this bad thing happened, and then you work on making things better. Anyway, all that is to say we're good. Don't worry. Alright, let's move on. Did you hear that? Ah, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Duke appreciation music. Duke's so happy to see Gretchen. To the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both y'all head back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative of a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did. But I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it, the way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chuckabungas or what have you. Wait, so she learned how to track from Duke? Was that always implied? That's cool though. Neat. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and I can't afford to lose that many more. I'm sorry to hear that. But I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Also, where to find chuckabungas. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. There ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell it is. I know exactly what it is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky, and of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1900s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. We're gonna try and bond over sports? I don't think so. So you're a Duke man? That's a pretty passionate sportsman whenever it's someone named after a team. That's pretty dumb. So it could be Fetch. Are you threatening us? Kill that mouse. This seems like the Mean Girls option. What's the big deal? Aren't chickens really cheap? Can't you just buy new ones? I don't even know where to begin with that, with what just came out of your mouth. Don't you know it ain't polite to ask about finances? And don't you know how important a man's chickens are? They keep food on my table. They keep my soil fertilized. They help me earn a living. And most of all, they're my pride and joy. I raised them all with my own 2 hands. Been with me since they was first laid by their mamas. Their family. The chickens we lost last week, they was the prettiest little Wyandottes. Wyandottes? I don't know. You ever met. They'd come up and eat right out of my hand, sit on my lap. Sure, I'll raise more chickens, but there's no replacing birds like that. How mean do I want to get? How mean do we want to get? I feel like I need to pick mean options, but I also hate picking mean options because Duke is really torn up about this. Let's see. Come on, they're just birds. Alright, we're gonna go for it. Oh, come on, they're just birds. Just birds. You little I could. Duke, it's okay, man. I'm sure she didn't mean it. Happy, I think it's best we leave the man to his cougar hunt. I'm sure my followers will understand if the video's late this week because I had to film another night. That's right. Get on home, you two. Best you stay out of trouble tonight. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll get us around him. Wouldn't you rather go home and hang out? Maybe watch a movie? I'm a lot less comfortable going out in the woods now that I know that we'll be sharing them with a guy who'll shoot anything that moves. Aw, you don't have to worry about that, old Duke. I've been out tracking with him before. The man sounds like a truck. This is the same line as before. We can always do a movie night later, but right now my viewers come first. They demand cryptids, and I am duty-bound to give them what they so crave. Oh, fine. There's no shaking you, is there? You'll just follow me until I finally relent and go monster hunting with you. I promise it'll be fun. And safe. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. As night falls, my new assistant, the gorgeous Hap, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, the possible relative of Bigfoot I'm giving her my voice. has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all the beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think? Oh, the flirting options. So many flirting options. What with all the danger? Not a fan of bugs. Let's do the hot option. The view isn't the only gorgeous thing out here. I was thinking the same thing. I'm pretty stunning, aren't I? You and Stella at the moment hang in the air, both of you comfortably taking both each other and the natural world around you in. Only for it to be pierced by a loud percussive snort. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by... Okay. Duplicate. Goodbye, cruel world. What was that? No need to panic. That's just the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about big, scary predators like us. Let's check it out. And here it is. It begins. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Those are some weird noises. Are those the ditchlings? Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Where's the option to just nope out of all of this? I probably could have, like, if I kept pushing, I probably could have... I don't remember if you can, like... I don't know if you can just, like, not go with Stella and go back to the estate to see Tabitha that night? I don't know. Foreshadowing, Stella. Foreshadowing. There's so much foreshadowing. We'll remain silent. Hey, are you hungry? Seems like a great time to take a snack break. Back on April 1st, there was a joke around where you could just stay in the Scarlet estate the entire week. I mean, that's like key comedy. It's like, that's the option that you always wish is there. Just like, for any horror or mystery or adventure, choose your own. Or you're just like, you know bad stuff is gonna happen, or you've seen bad stuff happen. It's like, no, I think I'm just gonna stay at home. I'll just stay here. I don't need to do anything. And then you live, but you learn nothing. You learn nothing. Powerful pill, take one of everything. Protein. You grab a snack bar. Excellent choice. A good source of energy and chocolate. There, cherry and cashew. I know that's not everyone's bag. Protein is protein. That's a pretty popular phrase for them to use for the strong build. Are cashews a carb? Are cashews a carb? Food is food. Food is good. Guess you're a fan, huh? You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening and wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in Townsville. Oh yeah, by the way, our city is named Townsville. It's the city of Townsville. Which is not a Mean Girls reference, but I couldn't remember where they lived. It's a Powerpuff Girls reference. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be happy. Tell me what it's like to be happy. I live in an internet cafe. All of these are terrible options. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had him move in. Then they left and just stuck me with him. Evanston, Illinois, apparently. Huh. Wouldn't have guessed. He's not the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is his complete lack of respect for any boundaries. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. He steals bites of my food, which he thinks he's being really sneaky about, but there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite out of a freshly made sandwich when there's only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And he infringes on my privacy all the time, too. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming and sometimes even attack the door until I open it. Then just walk away. It's like he has a complex about closed doors. What's it like in Townsville? My city is constantly under attack from villains and kaiju. Our mayor's an idiot. 3 science experiments fly around to take care of all of our problems. And one of those supervillains made 3 of his own science experiments to fly around and cause more problems. And they all go to kindergarten together. Which, of course, means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business. Almost like he wants me to watch him. Ugh. At least once a week, he somehow misses and leaves big pee puddles, which I always end up stepping in. It's gotten to the point where I think he's causing lasting damage to the house, and no matter what I say or do, it just doesn't get through to him. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but I could go on for hours about this guy. I mean, he's a cat, yeah, but he's a particularly horrible cat. And it's not like I can just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. Wait, he's a cat? Like, the animal? Yeah, his name is Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So, what do you do for a living? What would Gretchen do? I feel like she would be a good lawyer. Regina and Gretchen might end up, well, Regina might end up being a lawyer. I was fortunate enough to get hired right out of law school by a big firm, which means I spend 80 hours a week poring over 1,000+ page long documents for people who don't even know my name, so that maybe, possibly, in 3 to 5 years, I can pay off my $250,000 in student loans. Yikes, buddy. And here I figured lawyers were rolling in it. If I manage to make it past 3 years of this, I'll be set, but a lot of people don't last that long. Being dropped off at your apartment by a town car every night at 2 a.m. only to have it come back to pick you up 3 hours later is a way of really stretching things out. That doesn't sound great, not gonna lie. Is it too late to switch up careers? Maybe being a lawyer just isn't what it's cracked up to be. I've got friends who went into programming and have well-paying jobs, time for hobbies, time for families. Friends who went into healthcare who are as tired as I am, but they're actually helping people so they can take pride in their work. Me? I spend 12 hours a day compiling minute books for mega corporations and taking highlighters to mergers and acquisitions. Anyway, not much to be done now. I'm on this path and I'm in too much debt to back out now. I'm sure things will get better for you once you get your footing. No job is perfect, right? The grass is always greener, but everyone has their burdens. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your living situation? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Do you live alone there? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore, and the holler's a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. Oh, did they move? No, they died. It's okay, it's okay. I've done my morning. You don't have to watch your words around me or anything. Life goes on. Quiet breeze. Again. And there's a weird noise. There it is. It's happening. Stella immediately packs her bag and slings it over her shoulder. Please tell me that was a raccoon or something. Or something, yeah. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it. And it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me, and let's check this out. It's happening! You and Stella inch toward the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a weak series of clucks calls out from a nearby bush. Also, they totally gave Stella a bigger butt, I'm pretty sure. That was quick. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. It doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it headed north. Let's go after it. What have you gotten me into? Just the best part of cryptid hunting. But let's talk about it later. If we're catching this thing, we gotta go now. Stella sprints into the woods in pursuit, leaving you with no choice but to run after her. Gretchen excitingly pulling you along by her leash. Oh no, Stella, you tripped. Ugh. Oh god, the monsters got you. We're both going to die out here. It's okay, settle down. No one's being attacked. I just tripped on something weird, lost my footing. Oh no, that poor thing. It must be one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. Jesus, Stella, don't go near that. That thing is diseased. Don't worry, I'm not gonna touch it. Not with my hands, at least. Oh, hey. I'm sorry that this turned out to be so grisly. I swear that it's not normally like this. We can go home after I film this if that's what you want. You say nothing as Stella starts a closer examination of the bird. It seems we've found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Hey, do you hear that? Yes, I do. What in Sam Hill are you doing out here? Didn't I tell you to... Birdie? Oh, Birdie. What's wrong, darling? Good God. Did y'all see what did this to her? I'm not telling you shit after you waved that gun in my face earlier. Why, you little... Duke, it's alright. We were on the trail when we found her. Like this. Whatever did this to her, I think we can hear them in the trees. Put that camera away for God's sake, girl. I don't want to be in another one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? That when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. Oh, it's like right in my ear. Come out, you sons of bitches. Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what'll happen. You hear that, Stella? That ain't the sound of something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Oh, look, Gretchen's eyes shining back at you. I feel like they've updated the sound for these. They're not words because we don't have Mystic. Ooh, scary. Come on, you, whatever your name is. Grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. Quick, they're closing in on us. I wonder, like, I've never used Powerful Build before. Let's see if we can save them both. This may not be the Mean Girl option, but I want to do the Powerful Build option. Porque no los dos. We achieved Porque no los dos. You heroically dive forward, tucking Gretchen under one arm and grabbing the flashlight with the other. This is your moment. Every pull-up you've done, every hell sprint you've ran, every meal you've eaten, all of them have led to this. I said aim the damn thing, quick. Light up the woods. Perfect. Shoot it in the butt. Just grazed it. Every move you made, every step you take, every protein shake, every path you take, or shining flashlights on you. Alright, just grazed it, but that should make it pretty easy to track, eh, Stella? Yeah, I'm gonna drop my LP soon. Yeah, Blood Trail's pretty hard to miss. Guess we know it wasn't a mountain lions after all. Though, it didn't look like any cryptid I've ever heard of it, though. It's gonna be one hell of a video. We've got to go after them while we still have the chance. Thanks for taking care of Gretchen, by the way. I can take her from here. I'll be damned if I let her chase after those things alone. Alone? You have no choice but to follow Duke, Stella, and Gretchen into the darkness. Guess I'll die. Alright. Oh, jeez. As you push deeper into the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Oh god, they're back. Oh, they're so creepy. Did they update all of these too? Guess I'll die. The blood trail cuts through here. Come on, we must be close. Dude, they're all around you. Girl, they're all around us. We don't need to follow the one you shot. Damn it, girl. Exactly, Duke. You think they're unchanged? I guess I've never had the powerful build, so I haven't ever had the option of saving both of them. But damn, they are creepy. Are you trying to get us lost? Slow down. There's a clearing up ahead. I think I'm gonna be sick. Lord, that smell. Oh, it's so gross. The shrieks pull back into steady whispers as you, Stella, and Duke stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. Look, there's a mountain lion. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest, and you are surrounded. Oh, jeez. I don't remember them showing up at the nest before. Oh my god. Holy shit, what do we do? There's gotta be dozens of them things up in those trees. A Scrappy-Doo option. They're circling us to protect their brood. Or whatever it is they've been planting in these animals. We gotta get out of here while we still can. Yeah, if Gretchen was taken by them, you see the nest, but I don't remember them, like all the ditchlings popping up before. I don't remember that part. Granted, that was the first run that I did, because I was like, I need to get the flashlight. And I let Gretchen get taken. Duke's right. Come on, Happy, let's go. I think we've got plenty of footage. Oh my god. Just as you follow Stella and Duke in the mad dash through the woods, so too do the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest. In the highest of branches and down on the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. Eee. Don't like that. I don't like it. Especially this guy over here on the right. His face. Quick, my truck's down this way. You make it to the road, but 3 of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. So we can clear a path to the truck. Regina George post-movie would absolutely clear a path to the truck. But we're not there yet. What are you waiting for, Duke? Shoot them. Duke, you know what they're here for. Is this what you want? Is this what you want, you sons of bitches? Fine, take her. Take her and leave us be. Duke, get in the truck and let's get the hell out of here. Duke, do we have to take the truck back? I can just walk. Those creatures left. I'll be fine. Stella, now's really not the time. Alright, I can do this. The 3 of you sit in silence as Duke drives back to town. The ride feels both like an eternity and like nothing at all. Eventually it's over, and you find yourself outside of Stella's house. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Anytime. But Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them, but I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. I'll better go check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but well, no point in talking about butts. Just look out for yourselves. Like nothing at all, nothing at all, nothing at all. But I don't live here. Too bad. I ain't your private chauffeur. Stay with Stella tonight. She's got the space, ain't you, girl? You don't even go here. I don't even live here. Yep, totally. I've got a guest room with a bed and everything. Sheets, even. There, taken care of. Duke talking about butts, and he cannot lie. Here you are, back in town, away from the woods with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in town, you must finally be getting reception again. Oh shit. It's 6 missed calls from Tabitha, and 13 text messages. You text Tabitha back and tell her to calm down. Your message sits unread. Alright, we're gonna try and call you back, but it goes straight to voicemail. I didn't peg a Tabitha as someone who'd be this needy. Maybe she's worried about you. God, what a mess this night's been. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you ask Duke if you could walk back? It's a fair question. I've just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless there's literally a question of life or death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if it weirded you out. What happens now? We've got to find out more about those things. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. Sure, why not? Who cares? Let's keep this nightmare party going. What else can we do, really? Mrs. Forsyth is good people, and maybe she can help us get to the bottom of this. Let's go. I hope she's still awake. Happy. Jesus. Yo. Hi, Wayne. You and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure's already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who's this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Happy. Is it okay if we come in? Of course, of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Happy. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to worry about him. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know that she died? Oh, Pearl Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart. I never met Pearl Ann. You don't need to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman. That's fair, child, but it seems like the right thing to do. Alright. Sybil reaches over and pats your hand delicately. Hers feels like soft parchment paper. Dry, but soothing. Now, what has got you here so late, you two? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not so sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. Oh, sorry. I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? We ran into some creatures out in the woods. These things, I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about what local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't local wildlife, Mrs. Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and tilts the screen towards Sybil. Sybil knows more than she should. It's like she's got ESPN or something. There's like a 75% chance that it's already raining. one of your little videos. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You'd better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Enhance. Enhance. Also, Sybil is totally a follower of Lord Helix over there in the background. You can see the Nautilus shell back there. Gotta get that T sound out of my ear. Did her door always have those stickers on it? There's so many cute stickers here. What, Mom? Yes, Lord Helix. Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato. And a stranger. A cute stranger. Did you just call me cute? No, you must have misheard me. You must be Tabitha's cousin. Yep. Yeah, I thought it might be new. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. Heads up, Kanika, this is graphic. There's a lot of dead and sick animals on the recording. You know I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm press and play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Happy and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? Did it hurt you? I'm fine. Really, I'm okay. Well, I'm not fine. The other three look at you unsure of what to say. Unfortunately, if these creatures are what I think they are, the two of you are embroiled into something quite sinister. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. I'm sorry about the yawning. Oh my goodness. Stop scaring Stella and Happy with this tally-po crap. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people despite that grisly scene in the woods. But just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate. To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom. They've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Still, whatever those things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out. Not after what we saw. But fine. Let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest. What were those growths? Everyone's looking at me. Maybe what we're seeing here is some kind of parasitic larval stage, part of their life cycle. But I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something that's out there, not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all of this up. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you up a couple cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Happy get some rest. I ran her ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. Thank God. Let this miserable night finally end. I'm tired as shit. I shouldn't have gone out there in the first place, and I certainly didn't sign up for this. Cool it, Happy. I'm sorry. I had no idea how bad it would get out there. It's never like this, I swear. Don't apologize, Stella. Here's hoping a good night's rest will make it all seem like a bad dream. Stella, I'll send you home with some of my house-made peppermint tea. A cup a day does wonders to soothe the soul. Happy it might do you well, too. She's trying to drug us. Sybil is sus all the time, forever. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Happy. Feels bad to be mean all the time. It's excellent iced or warm. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. She turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. Bye, Felicia. Girl, bye. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. It's more of a third date kind of thing for me. Oh, yes. Well, I don't think we would say the first one because we've been, like, rude about everything that's happened. But we can say this. Sorry, Stella, that's more of a third date kind of thing for me. I didn't mean it like that. The woods are full of monsters and the road back to the estate goes right through them. I'm just teasing you. I'd be happy to stay. Cool. It doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. While it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at the estate, it's far better cared for. Make yourself at home. We're doing the hot option. Get some spiciness in here. The night doesn't have to end just yet. I should really get started on researching those ditchling creatures. I'll see you in the morning, alright? Alright, we came on too strong. We also were super mean. But she closes the door behind us, leaving us all alone with our spicy thoughts. Let's call Tabitha again. It rings for a moment before she picks up. Where the hell have you been? I texted you back as soon as I had reception. Yes. When you told me to chill out. You need to work on your manners, Happy. Sorry, I met this girl in town and we wound up really hitting it off. We went on this night hike to find cryptids. So you met Stella then. That explains everything. And she's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll collect you tomorrow. From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though you can clearly still picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world, and have a relaxing week in the mountains with a new friend. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. They're gonna get worse. Sorcerer Finch is now playing Scarlet Hollow. I just got a little notification ping up. Did we make you want to play? As we go through these final little bits. The alpaca farm. Little evil eyes. I feel like they updated this a little bit too, maybe. Uh-huh. Jack Skellington. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Oh, the wind? Oh no, that's my computer. Or are you talking about the wind in the game? It might be the wind in the game. Yeah, the locked door definitely hits way different now. So we got Bell Pepper and Miss North Carolina. Thank you for the GGs. There wasn't too much peril, but we did save both, so por qué no los dos? Oh, I said I wanted to continue with episode 3. We're going to put this in an empty slot for now, and call it a night, or morning, depending on where you are. But thank you guys so much. I think maybe we're almost there. I gotta make this bigger. We are 91% on the Mean Girls community challenge that we technically started today. So thank you, Finch, for donating some points towards that. There's 15 days left, and then, oh, we're 95% complete on that. Take that back. Oh, we're 100% complete. Goodness gracious. We did it. We did it, guys. We did it. Thank you, Slowpoke, for contributing 834 points towards that. Appreciate it. But yeah, we're just, we'll see if there's anybody to raid, but it's the wrong time for people to really be up. Yeah, the only channel that I follow to raid is Bob Ross' channel, which does not accept raids. So we will call it a night here. We justified the stream, yay! Yatta. So yeah, we'll continue this on another Friday stream. But for now, tomorrow will be something of a short stream. We will do some randomized Fire Emblem, and then on Sunday, as per usual, as long as Finch is up for it, we will go for our fourth badge, in our Soul Link Emerald randomized challenge. So thank you guys for joining and for quoting Mean Girls and doing all sorts of fun things and all the chat interactions. I appreciate it. My voice is a little bit toasty right now, so I'll let it rest a bit before we start doing more Valley Girl stuff. But yeah, we are totally going to get that 4th gym badge on Sunday. So thank you guys. Hope you have a really good night, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.